You found me! Welcome back, Journeyer. Yes, I am so glad you're here. I genuinely love talking about how to elevate your improv, whether you are on stage and thinking that you want to stay there forever, or you are taking improv as a hobby and want to just use it in your day-to-day. But really, if you have found me, it's because you are queer, or you are femme, or you are part of the global majority, and you're wondering if it's even possible to bring those aspects of your life onto an improv stage and share them with other improvisers, with audiences, and really be vulnerable about who you are. Yes, it is possible. And then you're wondering, oh, well, how? How do I do it? And this is why it's great that you're here, because we're going to talk about that right now. Okay, this is a big one. They're all big. Go watch all of them. But this one is going to hit your heart just a little bit. You ready for it? Use your culture's names. Use your culture's names on stage. When you are in an improv scene, think about, who do I know? Who do I know in general? From my past, from my life, from my childhood, from my culture. Who do I know? What is their name? And name another person on stage that. Oh, I said it. You see? I told you. You're going to feel it in your heart, in your stomach. No. Is that what you're saying it right now? No. I can't do that. If I name somebody Babaka, they're not going to know what to do with that. They're going to act nutty. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's going to be terrible. Here's the thing. Your culture deserves to be on stage. There are other cultures that are on stage all the time, and your culture deserves to be one of them. And one simple way that we do this is to name characters names that are in our lives. When we take the step to name a person, to name another improviser, a name that we know, a name that is from your culture, what you do inevitably and without trying is not only do you name that person something amazing, but because you're drawing that name from yourself, right? From your experiences, from your background, the name also holds some weight. It holds, when I think of Babaka, I think, oh man, that guy was funny, he was joyful, he always had some sort of jokes to tell, and just saying the name brings up connotation for me, right? I feel joyful, I feel like I want to laugh, I feel a connection to the name already, which is wonderful because it helps me to build a relationship with this other character immediately. I immediately have a point of view without even trying. If you are watching this and you are the person who is being named Babaka, or any myriad of beautiful names, your job is to continue as always. And you, the namer, right? You can have these conversations with your troops and groups, because if you let people know that, hey, I was watching Shannon's video and I want to try this thing. I want to try naming people names from my culture. And that's it. That's all you're trying to do, is give characters names. The namer, right? You, the person giving the name, that's all you're trying to do. Let it be known that these names exist. The namee, maybe? The person being named, your job is to continue through the scene as you would if you were being named any other name. Yes? The job of the person who is being named is not to take on an accent. It is not to take on a different body posture than you were before you were named. It is not to caricaturize the name as you see it in your head. It is not. When you are naming a person from your culture, you are not asking them to take on your culture. You're just asking them to move through life with this name. When we do this, one, we do set up for ourselves relationship. And I'm telling you, watch any of my other videos at this point. Stone's throw. You're a click away from hearing relationship is what scenes are about. The point of a scene is the relationship. It's the meat of the scene. And by naming somebody a name that you already know, you create relationship in your head because you have some sort of attachment, whether it's a positive attachment or a negative attachment or even a somewhat neutral attachment. You have one of those attachments to that name. And when it comes up, like I said, when I say the word Babaka and joy comes up, I can have a point of view or a perspective towards that character. Oh, I can make a choice. Go watch another video about making choices. I can make a choice about how I feel, and it's going to help me because whenever I say that name, whenever I say Babaka, ta-da, I feel joyful, right? So all my choices with this character are going to be down that path of joy. It is a scary thing to start to pull from your culture and bring it on stage, but that is the reason you're literally here watching this video. You're here because you're wondering how it's possible to bring names, to bring scenarios, to bring stories, to bring parts of you to the art form of improv. This is just one way. There are very many ways, but this is a way that will help us grow as audience members and will help us grow as teammates. Teammates? Improvise mates, troop mates. It will help us grow as troop mates to really realize that there are different cultures, different names, different stories out there. And what does it look like when we hear them and we don't immediately freak out, Unnecessary. Here it is, one more time. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The next time you are on stage and you are about to name somebody, see if you can reach into yourself, reach into your culture, reach into your background, and name your partner some name that carries some weight or doesn't, but that is definitely part of your experience. Okay, good luck. Tell me the name. I would love to know what name you chose, who that person is, why you decided to use that name on stage, and what it did for you. Did it make you scared? Did it make you, did you feel joy? Did you feel sorrow? How did it play? What was the reaction? How did it affect your scene? That's really what I want to know. Okay, goodbye. Bye to all the Benettis and the Zarias and the Artises and the Tories and the other names that are in my head. Bye to you and thanks for stopping by. Love you. See you on and off the stage.